tonight on the South Today, the Dunedin City Council's been forced to delay the revamp of its rubbish and recycling collections by a full year. Repairs almost completed at St Pauls Cathedral after fire destroyed part of the historic building 2 years ago. And SIT students with an ambitious 20-year plan could be exactly what the Invercargill estuary needs. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. Almost all of a planned revamp of Dunedin's rubbish and recycling curbside collections has been delayed. The Dunedin City Council had originally planned to switch to wheelie bins for rubbish and a new 5-bin system from the middle of next year. But that's now been postponed until mid-2024.
Get ready to use these black plastic rubbish bags for another year and a half. It follows confirmation by the Dunedin City Council that it's delayed the rollout of most of a revamped rubbish and recycling collection program until the middle of 2024. That's a full year later than originally planned. The council is blaming international supply issues for forcing a delay to the bulk of its program, with specialised collection vehicles not available. The future changes will see wheelie bins replacing black plastic bags for waste, along with a new paid option for a larger bin for food and green waste or a small bin for food scraps. The major delays were revealed as the DCC confirmed the signing of a 10-year, $104 million contract with EnviroWaste, which is set to begin next July. Curbside recycling will be extended to some new areas at that time, including Berwick, Henley and Hooper's Inlet. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Gore's new mayor has faced a few challenges in his first full meeting in charge. Mayor Ben Bell has asked the Gore District Council to fund a personal assistant to support his daily work, but the request was blocked by his council colleagues.
And this is absolutely not back to basics, so in no way can I support it.
Councillors overwhelmingly voted against Mayor Bell's motion to hire Shannon Crosby as his personal assistant, which could have cost ratepayers up to $85,000 a year. Councillors said the mayor had campaigned on a platform of cutting back costs, with Brett Highstead warning him that the motion could be seen as a personal vanity project. Gore's mayor already shares a personal assistant with the council's chief executive. Armed police were called out to a Dunedin property in the suburb of Carlton Hill this afternoon. The house on Riselaw Road was searched by police around 3 p.m, forcing the street to be closed and traffic diverted. The house search caused delays for nearby parents and caregivers as they tried to pick up their children from the Southern Health School on Riselaw Road. The scaffolding is finally coming down at a Dunedin cathedral after fire tore through the roof 2 years ago. St Paul's has been undergoing extensive repairs since that blaze, prompting wider redevelopment of the building in the hopes of making it a modern community space.
Scaffolders working hard to get the main hall at St Pauls Cathedral ready for Sunday's service. The historic building at the top of the octagon had a fire tear through its roof 2 years ago, causing a hole in the ceiling and water damage on the floors. Repairs are now almost finished, with the scaffolding coming down in the main hall. The scale of repairs opening up a new opportunity to refresh the wider cathedral building and facilities.
The fact that we've had a fire could have sort of knocked us on our backs a bit, but what it's done is made us think even harder about how we can open it up, what we're here for.
Firefighting efforts at the time flooded out the hall underneath, with the Angelic Church taking the chance to turn it into a modern community space. There are plans to add lifts, along with disabled and neutral gender bathrooms, with the aim of becoming more inclusive for everyone.
Now we're getting to the point where they can really inhabit the space again and be excited about what's taking shape for the future.
All the scaffolding will be down in time for this weekend's Advent Carol services.
We'll be able to use the whole space and really hear that wonderful acoustic back in action, so it's very exciting.
The aim is to have all repairs complete by Christmas, with the new developments to take place over the next few years. In Dunedin, the South Today.
The Department of Conservation is cautioning St Kilda beach regulars to take care around wildlife. The warning comes as a young elephant seal was spotted lying on the dunes this week, a fairly rare sight on that Dunedin Beach. A line has been drawn in the sand around the subantarctic animal to try and encourage beachgoers to keep their distance. DOC is asking people to be mindful when walking along the beaches at this time of the year.
So we always recommend that, especially if you're bringing a dog down, that you scan the beach before you let your dog off the leash. And they can be really well camouflaged in the sand as well. It's not always very easy to notice them, especially sea lions. They tend to be up against the bank.
DOC rangers are patrolling the beaches this season with the goal of encouraging people to respect local flora and fauna during the busy summer period. Students from the Southern Institute of Technology have unveiled a 20-year vision for a stretch of neglected Invercargill waterfront. And while it's just a homework assignment for now, some residents believe the ambitious plan could be just what the area needs.
It's hardly the French Riviera, but students have been asked to find potential in this stretch of the Invercargill estuary. Situated close to the airport and encompassing a former landfill, the Pleasure Bay site is now overgrown and silted up. But architecture students from the Southland Institute of Technology have been asked to think big.
They've developed designs for a conference centre. As part of that, the following year students have done designs for restaurants on the water's edge.
It's not just about development. The Rotarians who initially approached the architecture students were also interested in designs that enhance the natural waterway.
It feels good to possibly create something that will bring more life to the city and connect people to the land and the water a bit more.
The master plan also outlines ways of bringing activity to the area and reconnecting it with the city.
To also attract people to Invercargill, as there is not many attractions for younger people, but we can create something for them.
Their lecturer admits the plan is ambitious, but believes some enhancements could be achieved cheaply, such as the idea of restoring mussel beds to help filter pollution. The students are hoping to present their project to the wider community for feedback early next year. In Invercargill, the South Today.
Whai Yakane, still to come on the South Today. An Otago magician takes inspiration from a newly found historic book. And motorheads take over Matoda, raising funds for the local scouts.
Strap on your trainers and hot-foot it down to My Mate John's this weekend's Black Friday sale. There's nothing old Johnny Boy loves better than a sale. 30% off everything. Lowest price furniture and beds in town. Black Friday sale. Plus pay it off over 18 months interest-free. Only at John's Furniture Warehouse and online at mymatejohn.co.nz. Terms and credit criteria apply.
Get that furniture from Stafford Street and My Mate John.
We're Age Concern Otago.
Age Concern Otago hosts a multitude of social activities, including indoor walks.
Hi, my name's Matt and I'm the Dines Group CEO. Dines is a company that's focused on selling logistics solutions to its customers. We're passionate about selling efficiency and we've been selling efficiency for over 50 years now.
Hi, Lindsay here from Alex Campbell Menswear. We've opened another pop-up store in Invercargill. It's for a limited time. We're in D Street, 201, right beside the Lone Star. Come and check us out. We've got some fantastic deals for you. We've got moleskins, we've got every sort of shirt, warm ones, work ones, business, merino knitwear, jeans, trousers, you name it, the list goes on. It's such a big deal. Come and see us.
Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Alex Campbell Menswear, pop-up store, D Street, Invercargill.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. The magic life of Dunedin in the early years of the last century has been revealed in a newly discovered book. The volume includes details about a mysterious Otago magic club and has inspired a local magician, a historian, to pick up the pen himself.
Magic moments revealed in a leather-bound tome. Murray Craig's a historian for the Otago Magic Circle and found this book while clearing out the home of deceased Dunedin magician Arthur Bingham.
We found a rather historical tome, a large book, that had information about a club we never knew existed.
The magic book is the work of Tommy Thompson, the man who founded the Otago Magical Society in 1937.
There are all sorts of programs, brochures, photos, newspaper clippings, quite a lot of them, and with his name nicely underlined.
Thompson was also the first New Zealander to be made an associate of the Inner Magic Circle. The discovery inspiring Craig to write a history of mystery.
I decided to write a book about them, but not only them, I decided that our own club, which equally turned 65 this year, needed recording as well.
Both books have now been donated to the Hocken collection and will be available to view later this year. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Car enthusiasts took to Matoda over the weekend to enjoy a showcase of classic and modern cars. The Motoring Mad Show is an annual fundraiser for the local Scouts group and offered a good chance for vehicle owners to pick up a shiny trophy.
Car enthusiasts enjoying the wide variety of vehicles on display. Motoring Mad is an annual fundraiser for the Mataura Scouts, with the show held at Tulloch Park over the weekend. Around 130 cars were involved in this year's show, with a variety of trophies up for grabs, including the dirtiest car and best barn find. Cars old and new were at the show. Among the standouts was this 1942 Ford Jeep owned by Gore resident Alex King that was used in World War II.
It's gone very well, the weather's played its part. Seen a lot of nice cars here and a lot of new ones that we haven't seen before. It was a great turnout. Good fundraiser for Mataura Scouts and thank everyone for being part of it.
He reckons the new one-day format at the event worked really well, compared to the 3-day format used in the past. At the end of the show, the cars went on a mystery cruise, ending in Fort Rose, in Mataura, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Dunedin City Council is forced to delay the revamp of its rubbish and recycling collections until the middle of 2024. The scaffolding inside St Pauls Cathedral is finally coming down 2 years after a blaze tore through the roof. And architecture students from SIT have pitched an ambitious plan to redevelop Invercargill's neglected estuary foreshore. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome the editor, Barry Stewart. Hello, Barry.
Hello, Melissa. How are you?
Melissa!
Hannah! Gosh, you got me confused today.
It's okay. What have you got in the paper tomorrow?
Well, Hannah, we have Queenstown Lakes labour market, a snapshot of that labour market points to a troubling summer season for employers.
Rough times.
More details of that in the paper tomorrow. Leadership roles are likely to be disestablished at the Otago Polytechnic, according to Executive Director Megan Gibbons. So that's ahead of the merger and the new body. And it appears the South is a little divided over the whether we should lower the age to 16 to be able to vote. The ODT poll. Details of that you can read in your paper tomorrow. I'm not going to give it away now.
No, it's a good debate to have.
It's too exciting.
All right, we look forward to tomorrow's paper.
Okay.
Thank you, Barry. And time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, colder southwesterlies will hang around for a few days, with showers at times too. Heading to the top of the South Island, another wet and windy day for most tomorrow. 20 for Nelson, with westerlies and showers, 20 in Greymouth as well. Down in Christchurch, 19 with a bit of sun. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Southwest winds and thunderstorms before dinner through here. Ashburton and Timaru aim for 19, with showers further south in Oamaru and a high of 17 degrees. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Gusty westerlies again tomorrow with showers on and off, up to 17 in Wanaka, 15 over in Queenstown and 18 for Alex. Heading further south, a windy day tomorrow with southwesterlies knocking things around and the showers stick around for another day. By numbers, 14 in Balclutha and Gore, but warm and windy on the coast with 15 in the Catlins. And down to the deep south. Showers in Invercargill dropping to 8 overnight. The next 2 days look cloudy with frequent showers and gusty westerlies, up to 14 tomorrow and 13 degrees on Friday to wrap up the working week. And finally heading to Dunedin. Cloudy tonight with northerlies and down to 10. Thursday and Friday are shaping up to be quite cloudy with light showers and westerlies, 17 tomorrow and heading for 16 degrees on Friday. And that's the news this Wednesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. And you can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite a pōpō.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.